It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
1st and 10. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's a first carry for their running back, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Hill brought in motion. They'll stay on the ground. He'll get about 2. That's Chase Young off the edge with tackle. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 7. They send him right out of the slot. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, New Orleans.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Back to throw is, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
They'll send a tight end in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They put the tight end Brown in motion. His drive will start on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Demario Davis there on the play. One quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, it's Waddle. Now Tua. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and that's a big-time play.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 4. It is 14-10. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Throw right side to Olave. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Kamara. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. A tight end in motion now. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass. both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense. And their running back set to go once more. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Tua. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. In motion, it's Waddle. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. In motion is Hill. They'll throw out of the gun. Shaheed with the catch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield, Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A throw on the move is caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Olave is the motion man. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. This throw right side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Hill brought in motion. Now a first down throw for Tua. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Demario Davis there on the play. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, taken in, and the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll motion a tight end right. It's a give now to Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Back to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Kamara going to try to pull his way in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now a give on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The Honey Badgers, Tyrann Mathieu from the secondary on the stop. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
This is really nice timing and execution by both the quarterback and his receiver. The quarterback puts that ball high and to the outside. That's the only spot now his guy can catch it. Protects it from the defender, and it leads to a nice conversion.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line, and not only do they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
Eating the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa! And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Olave is the motion man. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Third and 9. And that is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. Well, frankly, don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion, it's Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll motion the tight end Smith. 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. A shotgun snap for Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. A run with the fullback, Ingold. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Tua gonna throw. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This a mess on the offensive end. He goes out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on that play.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Whoa! And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make...
And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that 3rd down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Saints will punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5. past the 30-yard line. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his man, it's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Hill, he's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Now, a big 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Working across the field, there goes Hill. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
He's got space inside the 25. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation. Such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 1st down. One last throw here to him. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here we go. One final play. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.